Imagine getting paid just for sharing your thoughts on products and services you use every day. With Survey Junkie, it's that simple. Click on the link in the video description to discover how you can start earning today by taking surveys.
A woman from England is opening up about the moment she heard in court that her partner's death on the day of her caesarean section could have been prevented. Greater Manchester resident Rebecca Moss told her partner Thomas Gibson, 40, "Wake up, it's baby day," at around 5:15 a.m. local time on June 7, 2023. However, he'd suffered a cardiac arrest while sleeping on the couch. Moss gave birth to their daughter Harper later that day. On May 27, he went to Wythenshawe Hospital's accident and emergency department with symptoms of a severe stomach bug that he'd had for around 3 weeks. However, he was told to go away and come back in a week if the symptoms didn't get any better. An inquest at Stockport Coroner's Court heard on June 4 and 5 that a doctor had misinterpreted Gibson's electrocardiogram (ECG) scan and that his death could have possibly been avoided if he had been fitted with a device such as a pacemaker. While speaking to our channel, Moss says of the moment she heard the news in court, "It was my worst nightmare." Gibson's death had been ruled as a sudden cardiac death without a pending inquest at first before the hospital reopened the investigation a few months later, Moss says. Commenting on the cardiology department being next door to where they were, Moss tells our channel, "All anyone had to do was get someone to come and look at those ECGs. That's the heartbreaking bit, is that they didn't do that next step that could have saved his life," adding that there seemed to be a lack of communication within departments. "They had to look me in the eye and say what they'd done, and that was a good thing for me to see and have them do," she says when talking about getting closure from the inquest. "I was dreading it in the lead up to it, but what I kept saying to my family was, it's going to be a horrible couple of days, but this is the only way we're going to get answers. The only way we're going to get closure, to some degree, of what actually happened." Moss, who first met Gibson on a dating site in 2016 before they ended up getting together through mutual friends, recalls. "For me, that was really important to get that closure because that's the only way really I can now put that to bed," she adds. "I now know in my head what happened, or what rather didn't happen." On the morning of June 7, 2023, Moss, who was heavily pregnant, performed CPR on her partner and tried to stay as calm as possible for herself and the baby's sake. "I didn't feel like I was in the room, I felt like I was watching myself. It was just so surreal, and I just don't know how I kept my cool. I just knew I had to keep calm. You just kind of go into survival mode," she notes. Moss says she was given the option to not have the planned C-section on that day, but thought, "I just need her here now, because I can't worry anymore." Never miss a story. Sign up for our channel's free daily newsletter to stay up to date on the best of what our channel has to offer, from celebrity news to compelling human interest stories. I don't think it'll ever really truly sink in that 1 minute he was here, and 1 minute he's not. That morning, I don't know how I kept as calm as I did when I came downstairs and found him. I just kind of went into this place of like, right, what do I need to do? How can I make this situation better? She says of finding Gibson on the couch. Moss' daughter recently celebrated her first birthday, and she recalls it was a bittersweet occasion. However, she's determined to make the day about her in the years to come. It's her birthday, it's the only one she's got, it's the day to celebrate her. "We decided we'll think about Tom on his birthday, which is in April, rather than on the same day. Her birthday should be a happy time, and something for her to celebrate," Moss shares. Moss is now focusing on doing what's best for their daughter, but says that Gibson's presence will always be felt around the house. Furthermore, she's trying to normalize him not being there for Harper's sake. "He was just so excited and obviously he never got to meet her," she says.